All right, we are live. Good morning, Desert Sands Educational Foundation followers on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. My name is Sean Webb, and I'm your Director of Community Engagement and the Foundation. You're watching Classroom Conversations. We're here at Hope Lutheran Church. Got a little special episode going on. But before we move on, I want to thank a couple of our sponsors that make this possible. Thank you, City of Indio, for providing this platform or StreamYard for us, as well as thank you to the Desert Sands Educational Foundation for providing this platform and allowing us to do this. And I'd like to read their mission statement. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District, and their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. Well, Mary, that's a mouthful there when I'm going live here from a different location. But I want to say we're at Hope Lutheran Church right now. We're at a real special occasion. I'll show you on screen here. I'm in the middle of AMP camp.
Look at that.
Yeah, so this is a summer camp that AMP is one of our local nonprofits that puts on every summer. And they have this amazing camp for our students. And there's I think there's about 25 students that are participating this year. And a majority of those students, if you looked in that picture there, you probably can't recognize, but you probably recognize in the chef coat. But there's one of our students in there that was a chef 2 years ago that participated in the camp. But
wow.
Here we are at their camp. They got some practices going on. I'm going to move my camera here a little bit so you can see. They're there on stage right now, kind of lining up for practice and so forth. They're going to get started here. But just a great experience and opportunity to come over here and see the individuals. I've met with Michelle. I've met with Bert. Bert's running around here. He's going to come out here and tell us a little bit more about the camp as well.
Yeah. That's incredible. So are they raising funds for the camp itself? Is that what they're doing?
No, so actually this is a camp where they train musical performers.
Okay.
And think about it, like you remember the young man who went through our program, who is a guitar player and so forth.
Mark.
Yeah, Mark participated in this years ago. There's been other students that participated, but this is to help form their bands and so forth. So it's a pretty amazing program.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So how did this get spearheaded? Like, what was the beginning of it?
You know, that would be a great conversation where we can maybe highlight AMP another day where we talk to them. But I can tell you that I know that came from a startup fund. You can hear the drums in the background, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're practicing now. But it came as a startup through Golden Voice. And I know that they got some startup funds for the organization there. And they started this organization that's been around, I want to say, for about 5-6 years. But like I said, we'll have to do a special edition where we just highlight them a little bit because they've done a lot with our kids and a lot with our community in the past. Definitely.
So are all the kids eligible to join in?
So from what I understand, there's an audition process. And as soon as Bert walks around again, I'll grab him and we can definitely ask him some more definitive questions about the program and so forth. But no, it's just pretty special. Like I see 2 middle school kids playing the drums and the bass right now. And they're working with professionals. It's just pretty awesome to see that. Yeah. And I'm sure you can catch the beat a little bit.
Yes, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. But let me, before Bert comes through, let me highlight some of the things that we've been talking about and so forth. As you know, Mary, we have the ability to have preschool. And with that being said, we have the preschool registration going on. I'm going to pull up the phone number so people can go ahead and apply and go ahead and sign up. They can do that by going to that phone number there. As you know, Dr. Rallian was on with us last week, and he's also been on NBC a couple of times talking about this great opportunity for preschool. So I want to make sure that our community knows you go there to sign up.
Yeah, do they have a start date?
So their start date is pretty much ongoing. Preschool's been ongoing all summer. They've been meeting with families and so forth. Yeah, so they have that. And then as you know, we have the Champions from the Start School Summer Summit. That's available tomorrow. And as we highlighted earlier in the week, you can go to that website there and you can sign up for free. But we just had a break in the music. What I'm going to do, Mary, is I'm going to steal him over here. I'm going to call Bert over and see if he can come join us to give us a little bit about what AMP Camp is all about. So
Okay.
let me see if I can grab him here. Let's see. Oh, Bert's right behind me. Bert, how you doing?
How's it going?
Photobombed.
There you go. So Bert really can't hear you well, Mary, because I've got headphones in. But
Okay.
I'm going to ask him, and I'll be the relayer of messages here. But Bert, maybe if you could share with us, what is AMP Camp?
So AMP is we are Academy of Musical Performance. We kind of educate kids through contemporary music, and we try and provide rock band format, and it includes all the kids throughout the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, I noticed that some of the students on stage right now, they look like middle school and high school students. I
Yes,
know that we've got a number of our high school students that are participating, as well as some middle school students, and I'm just really
that's correct.
excited. You guys have something coming up this Saturday, right? What's going on this
Yes, so
Saturday?
we have, what we're doing right now is our summer camp program, which is basically what we're known for.
Okay.
Um, the kids spend literally 10 to 5, about 6 hours a day with private lessons, songwriting classes, putting, like I said, in that rock band format, and they learn to play music together, they learn to collaborate, communicate. Um, and work together as a group playing music. And then we do this for 3 weeks. They switch bands a number of 3 times.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
so they can all learn to work together and all these different personalities. And it's really a fun thing, all while becoming great musicians in this 3-week process.
Okay.
And so this Saturday is our final show, and it's open to the public. We encourage everybody to come out and support these kids.
Okay.
They've been working really hard, and I think tickets are on Eventbrite
Yep.
for this Saturday, and very cheap tickets. And we have a total of 3 bands, some special performances. It's going to be incredible.
Okay. No, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm just going to put this up on the screen so people can see that here, that we have the concert. You can buy the tickets on Eventbrite. I actually saw it on your Facebook page as well.
Yes.
So I just think it's spectacular. I'll say that, Mary, I hike every morning.
Yes.
And one of their lead singers is one of the parents of one of our, their lead singer's parent I hike with.
Oh, my God.
And that's Natasha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm excited. We're going to come over and see her, and we're excited to
Yes.
just come over in general. And I plan on bringing the whole family.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
We just really appreciate the support from everybody, and we really want to open this up to every kid that just has an interest in music and a love for music. That's
Yeah.
what we're here to do, and it's just a great program.
Yeah, I think so, tremendously. Now, maybe if you could share with us in years past with AMP Camp, and I'm
Yes.
kind of putting you on the spot here.
That's okay.
Are there any bands that maybe, if I want to go see them in the community now, or any of them still together?
Oh, absolutely. We have Pesca Territory, I
Yep.
believe that they just went to Nashville and did a performance.
I know the Zembo family well. Yeah,
And Israel Pinedo was just here.
Okay.
He was here this morning.
Okay.
He just told me he's got a sold-out show in Los Angeles this coming weekend.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow.
And that's buying tickets, and
Okay.
it's so incredible to see. I remember Israel at the very first AMP camp in 2015.
Okay.
And now he's just out doing it.
Okay.
And it's
I love it.
incredible. But yeah, I'm just so proud of everybody in this
Okay.
program.
And then lastly, before I let you go, because I can see they're starting up,
Yes.
maybe if you could tell us about this next camp you have coming up. What is this all about?
So pre-AMP, it's basically for 3rd graders to 5th graders,
Oh,
much
wow.
younger. It's kind of a pre-AMP program. And so what they do is they take all these young kids, they
Okay.
teach them how to play ukulele and start the whole music process.
Okay.
And like I said, this is for anybody that just loves music, singing in the shower, singing, whatever it is, this is for the love of music, and this is for younger kids, kind of get them started playing an instrument and learning how to sing, and just start the whole process.
Okay. Well, Bert, thank you so much. This is pretty amazing what you guys have got going on here. I love that you have this camp available for our students, and I can't wait till Saturday. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so
You have a
much.
good one.
All
We'll see you
right.
later. So, Mary, you got some great things going on over here with AMP Camp.
I'll share sort of a musical success story. My nephew, who is now 60 plus, started
Okay.
out as a teenager in a band called H2O.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he has performed all over the world and is still performing all over the world to this day.
Okay.
in spite of his audience and his growing and whatever. And he eventually picked up a company called Peanut Gallery, where he designs all of the jewelry and everything for people.
Okay.
And he did some skateboarding design in the beginning, and incredible. I mean, when you see him, he's he's an older gentleman. I'll put
Okay.
it that way. Uh, Attracted to a very young audience that they sell out. They're mostly in the European sector. They were in New York about 3 or 4 months ago. They've actually have been to San Diego, but here's someone that started out as like these guys,
Yeah.
teenager, probably a garage band.
Yep.
Got right place, right time. Sponsors, and they live in LA right now. So there's a great opportunity for these guys. They just don't go away when they're 30 or 40. I mean, Rusty is still out there.
Well, as you know, when I was in New Orleans, we had the ability to go out in the evening, and I saw jazz music. And a lot of the times that I saw jazz music, a lot of the musicians were in their 60 plus. And
Yeah.
it was fantastic to see that they carry on this. It's more than a hobby. They carry this on for their whole life. Like a lot of people say they play tennis because it's a lifelong sport. Well, playing an instrument is a lifelong thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. But no, just opportunity. I got to thank Michelle and Bert for the opportunity to come over here and see some of our kids in action. Like I said, I'm going to be here on Saturday, and I'm going to see the concert itself. So all the bands perform a couple of songs, and it's just special. I've seen it once before. I can't wait to see it this next time, and I can't wait to see Brooklyn's reaction because she loves dancing to live music.
Yeah, I was watching her doing some dancing the other day. So, do these young people, are they playing all sorts of instruments? I mean, are they into like guitar, piano, horns?
So I know that a lot of them come in with their specific focus, but if you
Okay.
saw on the form for the little kids that they're offering next week, that's an opportunity for people to learn. So they'll come here and they can learn instruments. So that's for the younger kids. But when they come to this older camp, they're kind of in their way, I guess. They found their path. So if they're going to be string instruments, or they're going to play a horn, or they're going to play, they're going to be a performer via singing and so forth. So they kind of found their way already.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how we keep cycling into different opportunities for young kids. For a while it was sports, and now it seems like we've been into the music, genre of what they can do.
Of course.
And how they can have a career, something that's kind of fun. Like a lot of our friends play at local little places around here, and one of them is a doctor.
Yeah.
And he has a group of 3 guys that get together and they play at one of the local establishments, and they have a great time with it because I think they don't have to.
Right. No, so this is something that the students are doing on their own. There's up to 3 weeks that they can come to camp here when they form these bands and so forth. It's just tremendous and outstanding what that this is coming from the community. And I'll tell you, as I look in the kitchen behind us, so we're in Hope Lutheran Church, and I just want to say that we're in their multi-purpose room. An amazing stage in front of me, an amazing kitchen behind me too, Mary. You'd love that. Amazing,
oh, wow.
Yeah, amazing kitchen. And what I say is that community partners are there. That all come in and they're all donating the meals that the kids are having. So that's just pretty fantastic. And some of the conversation I had with Michelle, who's one of the administrators over AMP, is they want to potentially tap into maybe Chef Wood's kids next year to see maybe they want to put on the food for the kids in AMP. That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, all this constant networking.
Exactly.
So the instruments that they play, are they provided by the organization, or do they bring their own, or does someone help fund it?
Great question. I talked to Michelle about that. Some of the kids own their own instruments, as well as I know they wrote a grant through the Anderson Children's Foundation, who Brianna,
yes.
And they got some instruments from that. So they have some of their own, as well as some of the kids have their own. But you got to love that. I'm just looking at the lunch procession come in right now of all the people bringing in their donated food for today for lunch. Everything from, we got mixed salads coming in, watermelons, to cakes, to sandwiches, all being provided by, people that are helping provide for this. It's just pretty awesome. You want to know who's cooking for them today? And you'd recognize her, Chef Sherry Pena.
Oh my gosh! I haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah, I see her right now, coming in right now. She's bringing in her food. She's going to be taking care of the kids today for lunch. So you got to love how the community partners with the different groups here and so forth. But she's carrying a case of food behind me, but you could give a wave to Chef Mary, Chef Pena. You can see her right there.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Sherry.
Yeah, so
I told her what a great chef you were.
So she's going to be doing
so
the
Sean,
food.
do they accept donations if someone wants to donate a musical instrument or something like that, or do they have a program like that? Or
So I know that they do accept donations. You'd have to go ahead and contact Michelle, and you
yeah,
know what? I have her contact information. I'm just going to put it on the screen here. She
yeah,
wasn't on screen with us earlier, but Bert was. That's Michelle's contact information. If you want to go ahead and maybe contact her about the camp, contact her about donations, or whatever it may be, she'd
yeah,
be the person to reach out. But no, just a pretty awesome morning where I get to witness these things and see our students in action. Like I said, Mary, I get the best job in the world. I get to see all this stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know? I think Chef Wood. What if his children plays the violin or something, or the guitar?
I
Um,
yeah, I
I'm
wish I
trying to
knew.
remember because he was trying to get something, and he went online and he found this incredible deal on. I'm pretty sure it was a violin. This was several years ago, and we were talking about that, about this particular violin, and he just kind of searches around for it. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure it was him, and it was either a guitar or a violin.
Okay.
So there's our people out there that collect. Like
Oh yeah.
Steve's learning how to play the guitar.
Okay.
And so you hear him in there every night. He's just dedicated to learning. I'm just amazed that
Oh yeah.
just goes on his YouTube, finds the guy he likes to work with, and away he goes. So maybe you could get Tim and Grady over there.
You know what? Maybe in the day we can. That'd be fantastic. And
Wouldn't
so
that be great?
one of the things that we planned on doing with AMP before the pandemic is we met multiple times as a foundation. This is before you joined the board, but we met multiple times as an organization, as the Desert Sands Educational Foundation and AMP, their board, as we wanted to try and do a joint event together.
Yeah.
Because we know that a lot of our kids are in their bands, and we were going to help with putting on this show. And we're going to be at Big Rock, so hopefully that can come to fruition with the new year and in the next year or two. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
fantastic, or we could do something, because our goal was to have Desert Sands kids with AMP kids with professionals performing, and that's one of our goals. I would love to see a show someday like that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
But
And I think, this is such a leg up for young people to be side by side.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Working side by side, just like they work side by side in the kitchen, work side
Exactly,
by side as a
yeah.
musician. Exactly.
I mean, all the
Exactly.
years we worked with all those executive chefs and all the TV chefs and whatever. I mean, what an honor to be with them and to have pictures taken with them and having our students taken, pictures, but also watching them at work and then having them oversee or give you a few hints or whatever you want to do. They're just invaluable times that I don't think anyone ever forgets. I mean, all the showdowns and the wine festivals that you and I did with,
Yep.
with Kate Corey and all those guys, to actually meet them and know them. That was
Exactly.
pretty cool.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But I want to make sure we highlight everything that's going on great in Desert Sands. Let me pull up our Twitter feed here. You got to thank our team of Jan and Mary, who do an amazing job with this. But I'm going to bring this up here, Mary, so you can see it a little bit better. This is our most recent Twitter feed. As you know, we did the whole graduation highlight there. That's at the top. We're now going to be pushing out on Twitter. Whenever we have this Classroom Conversations on Twitter, we're going to be pushing out on the Desert Sands social media. So you got to love that, Mary. Will be pushed out on Twitter there. So one more spot where we hit. Let's see. We did an article. I know that they did a partnership agreement article with UCAN Report, and they're doing.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So they partnered with Mr. Bebo and Mary Perry, and they're highlighting all of the different career technical education programs in the desert. So that's pretty great with that. Here's the advertisement about our most recent Classroom Conversations. We talked about the champions from the start. This is the TK through kindergarten family foundation class that's available for all of our students. I highlighted that earlier in the week, last week, but make sure you sign up for that. And then as we shared, we just got some more articles from the UCAN report for highlighting CTE. So we got to thank our partners over there, Cindy UCAN and her team over there. Thank you for highlighting everything great Desert Sands. So, Mary, it seems like they're getting a little bit louder in here. I see the students are starting to come towards me. What I plan on doing is I'll take some video when they go live later, as well as on Saturday, and I'll share that with you next week. I'll make sure to bring that out so you guys can hear that and everybody can see that and so forth. Like I said, I just think it's outstanding to see our students in a professional format, and if this can do it justice, they're going to be on this stage later. And that's the performance stage right there. And what it'll be like on Saturday is this will be all lined up with chairs like a concert hall.
Yeah.
And there'll be 250 people in here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And we'll be watching the concert. It'll just be a great time. Like I said, I'm going to bring Brooklyn and Tara. We're going to have an outstanding time here. Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be a lot of fun to see them and to let them perform to a live audience. That would be good.
Oh yeah, no, it's nothing better than to perform in front of a live audience like that. Yeah. As Bert was talking about, Pesca Territory, that band that is formed from this, they're all high school students from Palm Desert and Shadow Hills.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember when I was at Palm Desert as an assistant principal, I had to sign attendance forms for them to leave campus to go ahead and play. I think one of the times they were playing over in Phoenix, another time they're playing in Europe. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
they're living the life. They're living the life of being a musician. So it's just pretty amazing.
Exactly. Like I follow Mark on
Mark
Facebook, and and he's always he's got his style and his hair and promoting what he's doing and new music that he's out there, and just he is having just the best time.
Yeah. Oh no, he definitely is. Mary, I want to just go ahead as we're on location today. We got a little bit of a shorter show, but I just wanted to make sure to highlight all the great things that are going on with our students over here at AMP Camp.
Yes.
It'll be a great concert on Saturday. I plan on being at it, and I'll catch up with you later in the week as more things develop. As you know, school's starting up on the 18th. We'll have a lot
Oh
of
my
fun things
gosh,
coming
it's
forward.
right around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
right around
think-
the corner.
Yeah, Maddie starts that same I think that same Monday here in San Diego.
Okay, I got you. Well, Mary, you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you, followers at CoachellaValley.com, for watching us. And Craig, thank you for allowing us to put this on your platform. We're going to go ahead and sign off, and you catch up with us next week with Classroom Conversations, where we talk about the upcoming highlights for the school year. Mary, you have a great day.
I will, and you too, Sean. Play that music.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right.